guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Mercy. I'm a BSN RN, and this channel was created to help people with the little advice I do have on nursing, lifestyle, beauty, hair, makeup, and all that good stuff. So if you're new to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you would hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share it with someone out there. And I would also like to take the time to say welcome to my family. And for my return subscribers, thank you so much for coming back continuously to watch my videos and leaving me comments and hitting that like button. It really does motivate me to make more videos like this for you guys. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Today I'll be talking about the hardest part of nursing school, how to overcome it, and how to stay organized. I always use my experiences when I share these tips and tricks with you guys. So when I started nursing school, the hardest parts of nursing school was the beginning, which was like the hardest part for me, and the end, which was hard but not as hard as the beginning. And I'll tell you why those parts were hard for me. The beginning of nursing school was hard for me because I come from a family where there are no nurses. I'm literally the first nurse in my family, so I had no nursing background whatsoever. So I basically had to learn everything on my own. I knew I wanted to be a nurse from a very young age. I get pleasure from helping people or helping people solve a certain problem. Am I perfect? No. Do I know everything? No. Am I the most advanced nurse or human out there? No. But I always found myself feeling happier when I helped somebody accomplish something or help somebody get through something. That is the main reason I went into nursing. That is also the reason I still up to this day do hair and makeup. So that's a little bit off topic, but that was just a little bit of a background as to why I decided to become a nurse. The reason the beginning part of nursing was hard for me was because, as I said before, I had no nursing background. So I had to start from the very bottom and work my way up. I knew I had to work that much harder than everybody else to get to where everybody else was. There were many times that I doubted myself. I told myself, a lot of these girls, their mom is a nurse. They can just pick up the phone and call their mom and say, hey mom, what do you remember about this or that or that? But for me, I didn't have anybody to do that with. So the first thing I did, I found people in my class that had the same goals as me. They were focused. They knew they were there for school. They weren't there to mess around. And when you want to succeed in life, when you want to accomplish something in life, the best thing you can do for yourself is find like-minded people, people who have the same goals and aspiration as you. Don't say you want to become a doctor and then hang out with someone who all they want to do is take selfies and post them on Instagram. That is going to complicate the goals you're trying to reach. But if you want to be a doctor and you hang out with someone who also wants to be a doctor, who wants it really bad or even badder than you do, badder, is that a word? Then you know you're going to get somewhere. So what I did was I hooked up with those girls, and it was kind of like a competition at some point. It was healthy competition. We would study together, sometimes stay after school. That also helped me personally because I was able to learn from those girls, learn from my other classmates, and learn from my professors. Another reason the beginning of nursing school was hard for me was because when you get into something new, it's hard at first and it's scary. And I had all these notions in my head that everybody always says nursing school is so hard, not everybody survives, which is true. Nursing school is hard and not everybody survives. So I had that in the back of my mind, and sometimes I used to doubt myself. Can I do it? Am I cut out for this? You know, is this for me? I used to doubt myself a lot, but I kept pushing myself. I remember when I was doing my BSN program, it was my very first skills. That day, I had practiced at home. I had my little teddy bear that I would come home and practice with. Some people practice on their family member, boyfriend, husband, whatever. But I was more comfortable practicing on my teddy bear. So I practiced so much and I had it. I just knew I had it. I knew I could do it. And that morning, when I got there, it was skills day. I got there really early in the morning because I used to like to go to lab and practice my skills. So when I got there was another class that was just ending. So I asked this girl who was in the previous class, I said, how was it? And she told me it was horrible. The professor set her up for a failure and she wasn't successful because of that. Because she told me she had that experience, I kind of took it to be my own, which was a bad idea because I set myself up right there for failure. My nerves took over me. This is something I had practiced for weeks and weeks, and I had it in the bag. I was confident. I was ready to do it, but just one thing someone said to me ruined everything for me. So I ended up not being successful because I went in there and I was shaking. I couldn't remember anything. I felt like I was standing there watching myself fail miserably, and I couldn't stop it. Even my professor told me, she said, "Mercy, I've seen you practice. You had this. What is happening with you?" And I just couldn't explain it. The thing I did wrong was letting somebody else's experience become my own. That's the number one thing you don't want to do. If you're going to take a nursing exam or any exam, or if you're going to go into anything out there, if you want to ask people, how is it or how was it, make sure you're confident in yourself enough to know that that person's experience may be different from yours. Just because that person was unsuccessful, or even if that person was successful, your experience might be different. So that was the number one thing I did that messed me up really bad. I learned not to ask people to tell me their grades or how they did with that assignment, because sometimes if you ask somebody, "Hey, what did you get on that assignment?" If the person got an A and you got a B, now you feel stupid, you feel dumb, you feel like you didn't do enough. Your experience is always different from other people. So go into everything you do with the mentality of, this is me, I am here, I am different from everybody else, I am unique from everybody else, and I will do the very best I can to accomplish things that I do want to accomplish. A lot of the girls in my class have family members who are nurses and doctors and who have been in this country for years and years and years. English is my second language. My educational background is much, much different from people who started school and went to school here. So I tried never ever to compare myself with those girls, and I was able to succeed in my own way. Another thing you want to do to succeed in nursing school is stay organized. I can't say this enough. The first part of nursing school, as I said before, is difficult because this is something new you're starting. So if you have a lot of friends that like to hang out and go drink and do whatever, this is the time that you need to step away from that group. Hang out with them when you can, but not because you feel like you have to, because nursing school requires a lot of your attention. The concepts in nursing school builds up. You start from a very basic level and you build on those levels. So it's like building a house. If you have a strong foundation, you know your house is going to be stronger. But if you start out just BSing your assignments and like studying the night before and not really paying attention, you're going to have a harder time with the higher concepts because, as I said before, those concepts build on each other. So put those friends aside for a minute. Make some friends in nursing school because those people are like-minded. They are all there for the same reason. During the middle of nursing school, you're more comfortable, you know your way around, you know the concepts a little bit. So it's a little less scary than the beginning. So the end of nursing school is a little stressful, and it's also one of the hardest parts because now you have to put everything together. Everything you learned from 2-3 years ago, if you're doing the BSN program or the ADN program, now you have to put all those things together to prepare yourself to take the state boards. This is also where you need a lot of focus. You need to put those same friends aside, those outside friends, you need to put them aside just for a little bit, not forever, and just focus, because now you're getting ready to take your exit exam and you're ready to take your NCLEX until you can pass your exit exam and pass your NCLEX. Then you can go back to being friends with whoever you want. You just need a little more focus than you would normally. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope this was helpful. And if it was, please don't forget to leave a comment down below. Hit the like button. It really motivates me to keep making more videos for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and share the video. There are people out there who want to hear this message. So please don't hesitate to share with them. And I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next one.